Good evening everybody, welcome to IndyILR Racing, and it is time for ILR7 once again. It's round 9 now, season 5. We're already entering the final stages of the season. We haven't got Pete with us today as well, so Khalifa will be looking forward to today, I think. He comes in with a rather big lead in the championship already of 16 points, and Bill's not here either, who's second closest rival. So yeah, we'll maybe see Khalifa take a stranglehold of this championship. But anyway, I'm going to commentate on that. Hopefully everyone's working well. And yeah, welcome along. So just caught Crazy Fan Rob as he starts his first qualifying lap. Strategy here is going to be interesting. I did sort of a practice lottery with Ben earlier for ILR5. Mainly because I'm kind of worried as Khalifa leaves the session. Hopefully he comes back, because it'd be a real downer if he doesn't. Losing the top three in the championship, just gone. We shall just celebrating in his car. But now I was testing the tyres, and I personally found anyway that soft to medium was a better strategy to be on, just because you can have the grip throughout the race and you can seriously just push through the whole race. I'd rather that than be on super soft that just gradually die quite quickly. But let me know what you think in the comments. But personally, I think soft to medium is going to be the better strategy today. And it is, I've got it on Jacko's word, it is dry as a desert in this race. So yeah, we'll certainly be seeing the dry strategies. But Crazy Fan Rob, first lap out on the supers at the moment. But we shall see if he stays on them. And like I say, hopefully we get Khalifa back. It'd be really awkward if he just doesn't come back. But yeah, it'll be fine, I'm sure. Anyway, coming towards the end of the first lap now. I believe he's the first man to do a lap. He was certainly the first man out on track anyway. And yeah, let's see what he does. Crazy Fan Rob to the line. It's a slow one, but a banker nonetheless. A 31.8. Let's see if anyone can go quicker really on the supers as well. Just seeing if others are actually going to be doing their fill laps. Obviously we've got Philip doing a banker there on the softs. So I suggest he's going supers. Obviously it depends on how confident you are with the tyres as well. If you have a good setup, you think you can do the race with those you know, super softs, then you're absolutely free to do so. But like I say, we'll see. We'll find out. Boom. Callum goes top at the moment, a 1:30.013. And here comes Kyle to better that by 1.5 seconds. Now that's more like it for sort of competitive times. We should be in the 27s by the end of this. I wouldn't be surprised anyway. Especially with people, you know, trying to make a name for themselves. Like this man here, Whiteout. He's had a pretty decent week. If you weren't here with us on Tuesday for the 5-lap championship, this man took the honours on the final, well, pretty much on the finish line actually, through penalties. But yeah, he won £11 for himself, which I'm sure he spent very, very wisely. But yeah, we've got him, technically an ILR champion, technically the only ILR champion on this grid. So yeah, you must fear him now. And he finally got some reward for having the best helmet design on the grids and in the league in general. So yeah, currently P2, but once again, gotta give my congratulations to him. Very, very good job. Now, yellows in sector 2, that might just be for these guys all slowing up ahead, but let's watch Gar lad. Is he Gary? I have a feeling he's probably Gary. I can't go off onboard for him, fell away, so you're stuck with onboard for Is it Gary lad or is it Gary? It's such an odd name. I guess Gary lad wasn't available. Is he Gary? I'm not gonna go. Can I just call him lad? Can I just call him 90? I'm gonna assume his name is Gary, but I don't know. Crazy Fan Rob, I think he was on the gravel there, but people are heading into the pits now. Apart from Jacko, he's out there on an out lap. Shabs there in the Mercedes goes P3, and I just got reminded actually before this race that these guys cannot score. The reserves cannot score for the constructors for some reason. So that actually means that Mercedes can't win the title today. I thought they could coming in here because obviously you have two drivers. But yeah, no, they actually can't. They would have needed to outscore Red Bull by 27 points, and I think Red Bull by 27 points and Ferrari by 12, 14 points, something like that. But it doesn't matter anyway. Like I say, Charles' points will only count for himself and not for the rest of the team. So he's a greedy bugger. But looks like Khalifa came back, by the way. As I said, he should have come back. There would be no issues with it. There's plenty long enough time to come back. And we've got Carriage, another day, another one, shot quali. So I guess you're thinking of going on the softs then? When you do your race eventually? Like I say, personally, I think the soft tyres are the best tyre for the start of the race. They go 12, 13 laps. They'll get you to that first pit stop, and then you can go on the mediums and genuinely just push to the end of the race. It's actually a lot of fun. I don't like this track very much, but for some reason I must have found a setup or something that helps me out. But I'm looking forward to it now, funnily enough. But yeah, hopefully these guys have had a good experience when they've been practicing as well. And hopefully we see these guys getting real competitive. This has been a track which has caused a little bit of controversy over the seasons, but hopefully we see a clean one here for ILR7. We've relatively been one of the best tiers anyway for just pure racing and driving and lack of suicidal accidents. But yeah, anyway, let's ride on board with Khalifa as he exceeds track limits, but it should be okay. It's a regular corner cutting here for ILR7. And he's lifting through that first left-hander. He just doesn't have the front-end grip. Obviously, on those mediums, they don't actually act like that during the race, so once you've been on these for a few laps, they honestly become really super grippy, and you can do consistent sort of 30s, 31s if you're quick enough. I mean, it's really decent tyre, actually, for the race, but for qualifying, possibly not the best. But in my opinion, if you can get top 10 on the soft compound tyres, you are sweet. You're having a great day. We'll find out how long the Super go. I haven't done a super soft stint because, quite frankly, I just didn't see the point. Maybe we should have. Maybe I should have had a look. I don't know. But yeah, Khalifa taking a rather slow lap round. As I say, had to get a banker in at some point. Still 9 laps to get a proper lap in. So should be no panic really from his side. And let's look for someone who's on a lap, a proper flyer. This could be Murdoch doing his official lap. Let's see, with 8 minutes to go. Maybe not. Maybe he'll try for top 10 now, and if he needs to go back out again on supers, then he will do so. But we'll see. Taking it really easily through the first 2 corners, and let's see how he goes through here. Onto the grass on the entry to the S's. He looks to have sort of no confidence at all in the car. He's not really pushing it too much. I mean, it's keeping him on the track, but it isn't necessarily the fastest way through there. And just want to quickly check the fastest first sector, just sort of compare. 32.3 there, and it's a 33.2. So yeah, I mean, you need to really be hooked up through that first section, and you do need a couple of laps on the tyres. I personally think, anyway, that you want to be doing 2 laps on the softs if you're going to go for them. And what I mean by that is that you do 1 out lap and then 1 sort of semi-fast lap and then a flyer, so that your tyres are properly rubbered in. Because I generally find around this track it's the 2nd lap that does it. I don't know if anyone else agrees with that, but that's sort of the way I see it at the moment for this. I mean, it's up to the driver's interpretation. They can do whatever the hell they want, really. I can't control them and tell them what to do, but personally, if I was Murdoch, I'd be saving up and going for a 2nd lap. But we'll see. Maybe he will do that. Let's see if we do the last chicane. Should get him somewhere up the grid anyway. At least he's finishing the lap. And let's see. It's 9th at the moment. So, yeah, we might see another lap. Obviously, Philip did do a 2nd lap. Actually, he's out there again on those tyres. Let's see if he goes better this time round. No. Unfortunately, he's not going particularly quickly. And Kyle, I think, it went out there in the supers, but decided to pit again. But yeah, with 6.5 minutes to go, it does seem like these guys are a little undecided about what they want to do. We've got Josh in the chat. Josh kindly helping Risky Racer on. Risky Racer who won the sort of fan boost for Thursday or for Tuesday's special 5-lap event. He got the very first pole position, you see. Which he then proceeded to bottle because he forgot to turn right into a right-hander, which is flat out, and as you can imagine, it ends up in the wall and he lost the race. But yes, he has got his fans, as you can clearly see. but it does turn into a slight Stoffel Van Doorn. Maybe he'll get some luck eventually. Anyway, still on board with Crazy Plan Rob. I'm going to wait until one of the top guys go out. Not that I've got anything against Crazy Plan Rob, but he's currently not on the fastest pace at the moment. I want to see Kyle on about. I want to see Muchalot on another lap. He is currently P2 on these softs. And Kyle is saying in chat it should be super softs mediums. As I'm saying, it's up to your interpretation. Personally, I think softs to mediums means you can pretty much push throughout the whole race. You have plenty of grip throughout. You can really go for it. I mean, even on the game's Delta, I know it's not perfect, but it also says that softs mediums is better. And I personally do think that if you're on the softs, you're in a good position. You're seriously going to have really consistent times. Because I did a full race earlier in preparation for ILR5, and honestly, it was super surprising how just well the softs and the mediums work together, and it was a really great strategy. But the super softs and mediums, I don't know if it works. I don't know how the drop off is at the end of a super soft stint. It could just be the end of the stint which decides it, because yeah, the supers will be a little bit quicker to start with, but eventually the sauce will just have that longevity and the consistency to keep going at a relatively fast pace, and that's why I think they're better. Obviously though, as I say, once again, up to interpretation, but I mean, most of the grid isn't on the supers at the moment, so maybe they agree with me. And Muchalot is going for that next lap on the sauce. They have the longevity, as I say, and that's why he's doing more than one lap. And through Sector 1, he is currently up on his best time. I think up on Kyle possibly as well, not just a bit equal potentially. But, yeah. Now, Josh kindly says he remembers how in his first reserve race at Japan last season for ILR6, and he was so bad. But what was your tyre strategy? We can blame the tyres, we can give you an excuse here. But, yeah. I think, Muchalot doing a second lap on these tyres, it does make sense. Obviously, since it's my advice, obviously I'm going to say it makes sense, aren't I? We've got yellow flags up ahead. Wonder what that's for. That's just a slow car, isn't it? Getting out of the way. Parking it on the apex there. It's Bazza. And Muchalot not quite on the pace to go purple at the moment, but if he can just find some time for that last chicane, he will go there. Let's see. Round the final corner onto the main straight. Kyle, maybe he's taking my advice. Muchalot misses out by 3/1000 of a second. So he didn't quite find it. I think he might have broke a little bit too early into that last chicane. Looked a little bit out of shape. But he can go again. He looks to have enough fuel to do so. Let's see if he goes for lap number 4. And like I say, it looks like Kyle, Khalifa, they're getting ready to go out onto the softs. Not Fernando though. He is out there on the super softs in that Williams. He's currently 2 seconds down in the first sector. And a little bit wide through 130R. Let's see if there's anything left in the tank as he heads through the final chicane. Comes a little wide. Looking for the bump here, by the way. You'll see a little bump if you're sort of in the middle of the track. You can hit that and it can spear you into the pit wall. I'll try and get an example of that on board. I haven't really been looking for it so far. Just wonder if anyone's near the end of a lap I can try and get. There's Shabs and Narnia, and that's in the S's, I think. Best place to find a Narnia, in my opinion. But yeah, Muchalot, he's still going. Right, let's see if we can get an example here from Lad90. Looking for a bump. You'll see a little sort of bump there. And if you hit that wrong, you're going to crash. So that's just something to look out for, I think. And we'll see how these drivers do with it. But Kyle, getting out of the pits nice and late, looking to cross the line. He's already done one lap on these softs, so yeah, it should be alright for him. Let's see a good lap, hopefully, from him. And Muchalot actually decides to pit. Okay, so he yeah, didn't have enough quite to get for another lap then. Khalifa out on a fresh set of these softs. And look at this, the sun is starting to come out here. The times, I imagine, will greatly improve as a result, but at the moment, you've got to say, Red Bull, 7/10 clear of the field. Where'd they find all this pace from? They're certainly going to get a leg up in the Constructors' Championship if they keep going like this one. And in the drivers as well for Muchalot. If Muchalot can win this race, he puts himself in a better position, really, than he obviously could potentially, well, he will fly out to second if he can win this race. And depending on what Khalifa does, it could make a very interesting end of the season. But anyway, here comes Khalifa on the final corner. Let's ride on board for a lap with a Mercedes driver, the championship leader, with potentially the best track conditions that we've been able to see. Biesma is currently third fastest at the moment. I imagine Khalifa's going to want to go a little bit harder than that. Once again, goes a bit wide at turn 1. You can do that, but probably not ideal. High hooked up for the S's, misses the first apex, misses the second apex. Misses the third apex, misses the fourth apex. Oh dear. Come on, hit an apex. He's hit the apex. Oh, he's really lost it though. And there goes Propa as well. He's off the track. He may not get another lap in there. And it was not a good first sector at all for Khalifa by the looks of it. And as I said, he couldn't hit a single apex there, apart from the one at the end, which he then really crashed out on. Into the hairpin. A little bit off the mark there, but you know, you can't really complain about that one. It's a hairpin. It's not necessarily the end of the world if you go a little bit wide. But up towards Spoon now. Let's look at it from the outside view. It's always more impressive from the outside view. As Mouchelot retires in the session, he decides to watch from my point of view. A much better place to watch it from. And now on board up the hill, looking for Carl by the way as well. He will be close behind this. And into the final sector. Will these better track conditions have helped Khalifa to get towards the top? At the moment he needs to find 7/10 of a second, and at the moment I don't think he's going to do that. But you never know. You just never know. Let's see. To the line. Does he do it? Yes, he does! Well then, there's my timing's completely wrong then. Looks like I don't know what I'm talking about. Khalifa does go fastest, doesn't he? Even though he missed every apex in the first sector. And, well, you can see Kyle. Something's gone badly wrong in his lap. He's struggling. Risky Racer, though, is still going. And he goes wide, but, you know, we'll ignore that. Despite the fact I was on board with it. Will he get... yeah, not a great accident at all. Spoon went disaster wrong. But, yeah. I've noticed there's a small issue with my timings from this track. I don't know if it's just me or not, but yeah, my timings are a bit askew. I think I've got new internet in. I'm really kind of worried that that's the cause of it. So I apologise if my timings are inaccurate, but yeah, that's why. New internet. And even though it's good to cut that final corner, even though he cut the final corner, he didn't make enough time to go fastest. But unfortunately, my dude, I just caught you cutting the final corner on board. I know you just said in the chat as well, the irony of this, the great irony of this, is that he says, and they might not know about Tuesday, and he says he's got his maps out. Well, if you've got your maps out, what the hell is that route? You've got the Apple maps out, I'm afraid, my dude. Oh dear. That's embarrassing. Yeah. Do you want to just hand yourself in now? The funny thing is, he also goes 6th fastest. Doesn't even go top after cutting that final corner like that. OKK even beats him there on 3-lap all tyres. Once again, proving that I think the 3-lap, more than 1 lap is better on the tyres. But yeah, Risky Racer cuts the final corner. Oops. Caught red-handed right there. I tell you. Anyway, that's qualified over. Oh, come on. You can't call that oversteer. If that's oversteer, I'd love to see what your understeer looks like. What do? Do you just straight line the first bit instead, or? I know he says I can understand. You didn't have the pace, yeah, I can see that, but then you cut the corner and got away with it. Oh, that's brilliant. Yes, Lenny, I see you. Hello, Lenny. Anyway, yeah, let's go through the grid then. A little bit controversial at the end there, but Khalifa's on pole from Kyle, Mouchelot, Biesma, OKK, Risky Racer, Whiteout, Flying Rob, Jacko, Shabs, Boom, Baza, Philip Murdoch, Lad, not Fernando, and Pro Opa, who got disqualified from the session. But anyway, yeah, I don't think Risky Racer's going to get away with that. I think he needs to find the right maps app. Or I don't know which one's the best one. Do let me know which one's the best. But I think he does need to get off Apple Maps, because that was just not the. That's just not the line. It's just not the line. It's so far off. It's not even Well, actually, it is quite funny. That's why I find it really funny. But yeah. Well, he said he will finish the race on the points, but yeah, listen, you never know. You never know. We'll go through it. We'll look past this minor corner cut that I have to catch on board live in front of the viewers. But yeah, I mean, the race is completely different. We can move past it. That's what regular corner cutting does. You can get away with that type of thing, I guess. Not the end of the world. And we're now anticipating a very exciting race. This soft compound tyre, most popular one used, I believe, in that top 10 anyway. I do agree with that. As I said, I tested them earlier. Personally, I think they are the best tyre. They will get you well into this first stint and give you a great second stint as well. And let's go through that grid then, on board with the drivers, of course, as well. Khalifa is on pole position with Kyle second. Mouchelot third. Great day for Red Bull already so far. They're going to claw some back in the constructors, and Mouchelot, if he can get up to the front, will close in on the championship lead as well. Biesma spins out of fourth there. Hopefully he doesn't get disqualified, or else he'll be starting on horrible tyres, and that can cost him quite badly at the start of the race. OKK is fifth on the grid. Risky Racer sixth. Whiteout, the only champion I believe on the grid, at least the most recent champion of the 5-lap sprints. He starts P7. Crazy Fan Rob is 8th at the moment, with Jacko in P9. Shabs is 10th on the grid, and Boom is 11th. Baza 12th. Philip 13th. Murdoch 14th. Lad 15th. Not Fernando 16th, and Propa 17th on the grid. There's only 5 drivers on the grid that aren't on the soft compound tyres. They are Crazy Fan Rob, Jacko, Shabs, Philip, and Proopa, and only Bazes on the mediums, and the other 4, of course, on the super soft tyres. And looks like Biesma wasn't disqualified. He'll get to heat those tyres up properly and get away with that one a bit. But yeah, let's see. Does anyone on this grid who hasn't scored any points yet this season? I need to check that actually. Just in case. Obviously, not Fernando hasn't scored points in the actual top 10, or sorry, top 20 championship. And he's the only one yet to do so who's on the grid today. So, everyone, pray for the guy. Let's hope he can do this. Can not Fernando get the points today? I'd love to see it. We saw Jess get P9 last week, and she's been struggling a bit as well. So, yeah, Williams are slightly on the up. So hopefully we'll see them get some more points today. But we're all lining up on the grid now. And it is Khalifa on pole position. And this is a great track we're overtaking. This is why we're seeing people win from 17th. Remember Kimi Räikkönen in 2005. Can Propa repeat that feat from his McLaren, which is in 17th place? The omens are there. And we're just waiting for the Ferrari now. Replacing Pete to line up on 15th on the grid. And here we go. We're getting ready now. The 5 lights are about to come on. Any minute now. Eventually. I promise they're coming. Yes. I promise they are going to start eventually. I mean, we can wait. Got a while. I really hope this isn't a me problem. I really hope they aren't actually out there racing and I'm just missing it. And apparently Jacko is causing the problem. Oh dear. Jacko. What is happening to you, my lad? You need to fix this up. Lobby host as well. This could lead to a new lobby if the lobby host is struggling. We'll have to wait and see. But we could be about to see an aborted start. I shall let you know when we have that information. Kyle certainly thinks so. But yeah, looks like an aborted start at the moment. We saw this happen in ILR5 in Bahrain. Eventually it fixed itself. But we'll wait and see. Not Fernando says there's too much pressure. You never know. There can be a lot of people taken out and you could just get some points. You never know. Always gonna have to hope. Yeah, not if your car is overheating on the grid like this. I mean, I've been here for a good 2 minutes now. But like I say, happened ILR5 Bahrain. It took about 2.5 minutes to fix the issue, but eventually it did fix. So hopefully we just sit this one out, and hopefully we get a start soon. But yeah, for now we need to keep an eye on everyone's tyres, keep a mental note of who was on what tyre. In fact, I'll take a screenshot on that now just to make sure no one tries to cheat if there is a restart. I will certainly keep you informed. And Jacko is confirming that there's going to be a T-start. I mean, it's not my fault he spelled it like that. But it's a restart for him and for all of us as well. So I shall now wait for a new invite. In fact, I shall put the tyres in there. And, well, we're away now. It doesn't really matter, does it? Like I say, once the guy causing the issue leaves, then it's fixed. But, yeah, we'll let you know when we get the new start. And not Fernando's out of the race. So is Beesma, and so is everyone else. And Jacko just says you do a custom grid, and we should be all set to go again. Please do wait. I shall try and entertain you with... Well, what should I try and entertain you with? What's interesting in the world of living? In the world of Formula 1? The 1 season anniversary of me getting this mic, did you know that? First tried at ILR5 Japan, absolute complete disaster. Funnily enough, I was actually had the mic facing backwards, which is why no one can hear me. I was talking into the back of the thing, which is a bit of an issue. But yeah, it's a little embarrassing actually when I think about it. But no, that's genuinely what happened. And yeah, just gonna move over now to the new lobby. But yeah, no. Had the mic, I'll give you an example. Had it turn around like this, and yeah, you could barely hear me. But yeah, issues were fixed, errors were solved, and yeah, got the good mic now. And yeah, join in the lobby now. Like I say, shouldn't take too long. We don't normally see this part, but we've already got 15, 16 people here, so we should be ready to go in the next few moments. So we should get going by about 7 o'clock, and I believe we will just do another formation lap, get onto the grid, and go for real. It's pretty much, yeah, like I say, an aborted start. Best way I can describe it. It means we get longer run time though, you know. Thinking of positives, thinking of monetization we can put on this now. You know, if we're really greedy, we just stick loads of mid-roll every 5 minutes, or even every 1 minute, even every 20 seconds. We can have a massive computer screen, have it all zoomed in, just put mid-roll, 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 mid-roll. This is great, we're making loads of money. But, anyway. Ricky Racer wants me to sing. I haven't got that talent, unfortunately. But, I appreciate the invitation to sing. I don't know. I'd need to get singers in to do that. Get them a lovely ILR7 season review in the form of a song. We should try and do that. Someone should try and do that. We can make it a #1 single in the UK and everywhere around the world. We could be superstars. Or not. I mean, maybe not. But always a suggestion. Anyway, obviously these people will all get a new set of tyres now. We can't give them their old qualifying tyres, but they will have to go on the same compound that they were going to start the race on, or else I believe they get disqualified. Either that or a pretty hefty penalty, because it's pretty much cheating if you start on the supers if you qualified on the sauce, you know what I mean? And, well, we can't hope for rain, but we can really, but we can't. But Jacko, you know, dry as a desert, maybe we don't want that. Maybe no one wants that. But it looks like we're ready up again. We've got 17 drivers in. there should be no hold up now. And we're just waiting for the signal to go, and that is a pretty good signal. Now, on Tuesday, I wanted everyone to hit ready before the time ran out, and we still have 2 people, and surprise, surprise, Baz is one of those people who is stubborn and doesn't want to do it. Lad, come on, Gar lad, can I call you the right name? Maybe you'll go ready. Come on. I wanted this on Tuesday and it never happened once. Yes, it finally happened. It's taken 11 attempts now this week, but we got it in the end. Absolutely stunning. Fantastic. Great. Wonderful. I'm so happy. I'm proud of this community. I'm proud of this grid. And let's hope we get a cracking race to salute that great gesture of actually readying up before it's time. And yeah, we'll go ready for another formation lap. But unlike real F1, we don't lose any laps from the port start, so we're much better than in every way possible. Have that. Anyway, this does mean that ILR6 is probably ahead of us now. Yeah, they're on lap 1. Die. Oh my god, they've got so many more viewers than us. What's happening to us? What? We've got 4 viewers. What's happened? I thought we were popular. Oh well. Oh, I'm trying. I'm trying my best here, guys. I'm trying my best. You know, I try to get my flipping school Instagram people involved, maybe get them into these streams, but they don't really care. Ah well. I'll try. It's always next season. We need to have a massive advertising campaign. Maybe they've got a chance to decide. Maybe they're not bad, but they have it early. A bit like ILR2, this is the GOAT tier. By the way, speaking of ILR2, ILR2 and ILR3 will all go off at the same time as ILR1 on Sunday. Great. Because of the F1. And that does mean that we pretty much can kiss goodbye to any views we're going to get in ILR2 as well. So it's going to be a bad day for my reputation. Bad week for my reputation. Oh god, we got all the viewers on Tuesday. It's all gone now. They've all migrated. They don't care about us anymore. But anyway. I shall make sure we've got the correct tyres on. If we haven't, I shall be touting. And we're all good. We're all good. Well done, lads. We've done it. We've successfully managed it. Well done. And it is time now for the second attempt at this race. And we've already had a disqualification. Great job, lads. Great job. Right, let's try more Instagram advertising. To try and get at least one more viewer. It always has a chance. You never know. You just never know. They don't care, but there's always a chance. Yeah, I'm desperate. Anyway, yeah. Hopefully these disqualifications aren't involving the grass. I forgot to put a caption on. That doesn't help when you're trying to get viewers. Let me put a caption on now. Yeah, look at that. Definitely going to get viewers for that. By the way, if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to the channel, because we're actually on the up still. We're doing really well this season. We're on to 1,131 subscribers and climbing. I'd love it if we can get some more. Get notifications on as well, because really for live broadcasts you need notifications. You can't just guess. You never know. Something like this could happen. You can end up missing the race. So please do hit the bell. You should be notified of every race, and the ones that you're relevant for, you can watch them live. And you'll get some great commentary. We always have commentaries, and we always have great racing. We're always going for it. And there's a lot of desync going on apparently. But yeah, we should be fine with that. Unless it's causing more issues, in which case we're going to have to go for another formation lap. And really, quite frankly, I don't want to do that for another lap. But anyway, yeah, do feel free to subscribe. It's free. And you help us out. And you know, we get the word right. This is the league that's going to beat AOR one day, I hope. But anyway, we're lining up on the grid then for the second time today, and hopefully this time we get away for the Japanese Grand Prix here in ILR7. Khalifa has lined up on the pole position and looking for not Fernando now to park up on the grid. hopefully we get some lights this time, and we do. The 5 lights are about to be on, and here we go for the Japanese Grand Prix in ILR7. Lights out, away we go. Great start from the pole setter. Look at that. Horrible start for Kyle on the 2nd position. Hopefully he won't get run into. 3 wide into turn 1. Not the best situation when you've got 3 Red Bull cars all going for the same piece of real estate, but side by side, Biesma and Mouchelot. Mouchelot comes out on top, and we've got Crazy Flying Rob facing the wrong way round through turn 2 down to P17 and last. But Khalifa leads this race up the hill through the Dunlop curve, and he's doing everything he needs to do. Pull away a bit more now, and he could put himself in a position to win this title next week. At the moment, he is doing the perfect job. Now, further behind, have we got any incidents apart from Crazy Fan Rob? I don't think so. Jacko appears to have had a pretty good start up to P6 now. Challenging OKK on these tyres. He needs to get as far up as possible, of course, before the tyres start to go away. I thought we were going to see side by side. Oh, we weren't very good. I was about to say, side by side through there. Not a great idea on this scale with desync. Spoon, hard to tell if it's going to be a good overtaking spot for today. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But we're looking for Mouchelot really today to have another Britain-style performance. He needs to get back into this championship somehow. He's got 2 of the 4 championship contenders out of it today, and that'll help him. He should go 2nd today. There should be no real issues with that. But if he can win the race as well, he is looking in a pretty good situation now to possibly have a go at Khalifa. But Khalifa, fast out of the race. Kyle chasing him down. And, well, we know that Khalifa can't take through the first corner. So, yeah, let's see. No, I'm just looking for any alien indicators. Top 2 have alien indicators. Quite a lot of alien indicators, actually. So, just looking for that for desync. But Crazy Fan Rob into the pits. Bad start for him there. And up the hill again, through the Dunlop curve. And I must say, it's certainly looking pretty good here for Kyle, as we see Pro Opa in the wall. He hasn't been able to do a Kimi Räikkönen. Instead, he's done a Carlos Sainz and smashed into the wall. But he tried, I'm sure. We've got a few more moves going on. There's a lot of side-by-side stuff going on there, and it's Baza who comes off worse on the mediums. So just a double up here. He's on the worst tyre at the moment for heat, so he's going to be in real trouble. But now side by side, long right hand curve, and yeah, that doesn't work, as you've clearly just seen there. And Philip now trying to take advantage down the inside at Spoon. And a little bit of contact there as well. That could easily be a Max Verstappen, Sebastian Vettel style collision, but luckily they both got away alive and well. Now, up towards 130R, we're going to go for it again, ladies and gentlemen. And a little lift from Cal. He probably didn't need to do that, but he's going to try on the other side anyway. Much better on the brakes as Risky Racer takes his Apple Maps line once again and gets a 3-second time penalty. Looks like Jacko is trying to fight against Whiteout, and he's losing that fight so far into turn 1 and turn 2, though. He's going to keep his nose in there. And sadly, no way through at the moment. And Philip now ahead of Callum, and we've got Baza now ahead of the 2 Ferraris again as Risky Racer tries to recover from his Apple Maps, and that is in the wall if he's not careful. Baza, tyres not doing him a good job there. I would have thought by now they would be heated up, but I guess he'd been off the track already before. His tyres are not in great nick, unfortunately, and maybe it's just a setup thing, but he's really having a bad time at it, unfortunately for him. Now Kyle in the Red Bull and Mouchelot in the other Red Bull are both on the back of Khalifa. Are we going to see a 3-way fight for this lead? And what will Kyle do if it's him in the lead and Mouchelot second? Will we see some team orders down at Red Bull here? I've employed it myself a little bit with my teammate Jamie this season, and it could come into effect here. But first of all, let's see if Kyle can get by Khalifa for the lead of this race. You can see that Mercedes is jumping about a little bit, but hopefully there should be no real issues. He obviously DC'd earlier, but all should be okay. Now, Kyle is 58 points off the championship lead at the moment, so it would certainly benefit Mouchelot if Kyle would be in the lead right now, because it would hold up the championship leader, and potentially there could be a swap later on, because Well, I guess it's still technically possible for Cal to come out of a chance, but in my opinion, there should be some good team play here, and Kyle should see that there's a very low chance of him winning the next 3 races in a row. Nothing against him, but he hasn't actually won a race all season yet. So, you would have thought if he was to get into the lead here, he would help his teammate out. I certainly would if it was Jamie in the situation. But we'll wait and see. Looks like OKG's in trouble. Oh, that's a big hit there. That could have been much worse than there's Risky Racer straight into the back, and OKG out of this one as well. This could be a safety car because this is a very dangerous situation for these guys. And for some reason there is no safety car, and there goes not Fernando into the wall. You know, if there's any situation where you're expecting a safety car, it would be there, wouldn't it? Codemasters. But no safety car. There's only 2 cars parked in the middle of the track. What a joke. What a joke. What a yoke. GP2 stewards. GP2. Ah. Relevant joke that, by the way. Anyway. Through the final corner. Once again, here comes Kyle. And for the lead of the race, not quite close enough this time. It was certainly closer on the last lap. And Risky Racer in the chat, FFS. And in the ILR7 chat, both chats were getting a lovely bit of FFS there. No, Risky, would you like to explain that understeer line? I was talking about what happened if we had understeer in that chicane, and we got a great example of it at the end of the previous lap, I think, lap 2 or 3. We just saw him cut completely across the chicane on the inside, taking the Alan Frost route. Was that Apple Maps again, or was that just for fun? Anyway, we've got Kyle now looking like he's more sort of under pressure from his teammate, really. We've got Paul in the chat displaying his love for cats, or liking for cats, but I assume he loves cats as well. And I hope you've been doing some practice for ILR5, my dude. I am ready to win this one. I know you keep going about wet races, but it's not going to happen today. I'm going to win this one to dry. I've got great setup planned. I'm thrilled with everything I've been doing for preparation. I'm not going to crash. Win. And he's done no practice. Paul's done no practice. I'm winning this one. And as you can see, Paul, the Red Bulls are pretty OP right here. We're chasing the Mercedes, going for the 1-2 at the moment. And this is sort of to keep Musso in the championship as well, if he can get by these two. So we'll wait and see what happens. But yeah, Red Bull looking pretty strong today. I'd like to see that in the ILR5 race. Anyway, through the final corner once again. That little bump, maybe unsettling the cars a little bit, but it looks like Kyle has got a lot of closing speed, but it then sort of jumps back up. The gap was jumping up and down there for a bit, but eventually it started to go down just a little bit too late. Now Khalifa is starting to hit those apexes but at the moment, and yeah, he needs to be hitting them now. He didn't hit them in the qualifying lap, still got pulled, but Kyle's certainly looking good though. Now Ben Gallagher is now saying that I'm not going to win it. Oh, I mean, you saw me, I beat you on track. It's not my fault the game gave me loads of really bad penalties. I had 21 seconds. But, yeah, ILR5's going to be a good one. 8 o'clock. I really hope you are all going to tune into that one. The 6 of you who are here, thank you for turning up. And fortunately, we just don't have the numbers today. I don't really get it. There must be something happening in ILR6 that's important. Then again, they have got Leon in the commentary box. Maybe that's like a novelty thing, I don't know. But anyway, Shabs has been off the track, Jacko I think as well. So someone tells me they've gone side by side through the deck this. Anyway. Yeah, but like I say, just don't have the numbers today, it's a weird one. But I mean, I'm missing out. We've got a great fight for the lead brewing. Now, through 130R again, the closing speed here is quite dramatic, and Khalifa's sliding about a little bit, but he's got plenty more ERS to use. Looks like Kyle's sort of scraping the bottom of the barrel now. I really needs to get a move done, and Khalifa got caught out by the curve there, or the bump I should say, and this could lead to a move for the lead. The outside of turn 1's the better place to be. Let's see if Kyle can make good use of it on the grass. That's not exactly the most comfortable way to do it, but as there's a little bit of contact on the apex of turn 2, it will keep Khalifa in the lead for now. But now Mooslott's right in this battle. If you remember ILR2 last season, this is where Onyx's car, or Goody's, one or the other, just sort of appeared out of nowhere and killed the Red Bull of ZR Mercedes. It's a very odd incident. Hopefully we don't see anything like that again today. Jacko and Shabs into the pits. Shabs onto the mediums. I imagine Jacko will do the same and he'll just go to the end. But no, Jacko on the supers. He'll do a two-stop. And Kyle... you gotta say, if he hadn't went on the grass into towards turn 1, he may have had a chance of getting the lead there. But no, lap 7, he is still behind at the moment. Hasn't won a race all season yet in that Red Bull. And it's certainly looked good a few times, but has never quite been able to pull it out of the bag. And like I say, we could see some team play later on, so we'll just have to wait and find out. But yes, let's see. Kyle a little bit shaky on the rear end there. Not great through Spoon, and then up the hill towards 130R. We go again, let's see. He's got a hot lap on now, and he has to go down a little bit, while Khalifa can now pull away on his overtake mode, and Mouchot can just sit back with a full tank, ready to go for it when it's time. And Kyle, he tried to sort of scare Khalifa off a field there. He broke late enough, he could have went for it on the inside if he wanted to, but decided not to in the end. And the gap is nowhere near as close as it was before. And there'll be no moves this time unless Kyle wants to surprise Khalifa, which could be a way to go. We'll wait and see. But looking back from Mouchelot, he is just preparing himself. He's pacing himself. He's getting ready for the fight. And looks like Khalifa's starting to miss those apexes a bit again. He's going really quite wide, and this is holding Kyle up, as you can see. And, well, I would think it's only a matter of time before Mouchelot decides to get on with it. Could even be in the pit stops. Undercut is very powerful here. He may be deciding he'll just pit. Say lap 11 or something like that, and just go for it, do a purple lap, and be ahead of the two of them. But he really does need his teammates to help him out a bit here. It's about teamwork here. They're 7.6 seconds clear of Wiesma, so it really is those three, and then the rest. But we'll see what's going to happen. But yeah, anyway, ILR6 has stolen all our viewers now. It's kind of depressing. We've got 2 viewers now. So yeah, I don't really know what's going on now. It's a bit of a shame, isn't it? But, well, we keep going up the hill towards 130R. And, obviously there is only one DRS done on this track. I think this might be one of the only tracks, maybe apart from Monaco, that has just the one zone. So you really have to make use of it for Kyle on that bump, getting in a bit of trouble now. And as Mouchelot decided it's now time to go for it, he's using overtake on the ERS, but I don't really think it's needed as he goes back down. Because he's just going to get the system off Kyle anyway when it's DRS and they're all that close to each other. You might as well just save while you're in that system. It's a bit like IndyCar, the Indy 500, or really any oval. You can use less fuel when you're in the slipstream because you can have that car just drag you along. And Khalifa misses the apex for the 16th time in this race. And it will catch him out eventually. I'm surprised it didn't catch him out in qualifying. Kyle must have had some mistakes. That's why he went for a second go on those softs. But at the moment, that qualifying is what's keeping Khalifa ahead, I think, right now. If he was behind these guys and he's missing the apexes like that, he'd be falling right off them. He does not look like the fastest car at the moment. This guy does, honestly. Mouchelot looks like the guy who's just waiting in very good patience and getting ready to go for this. So, yeah. It's smooth. We'll see how the exit goes. But I think this will end up coming down to the pits, honestly. There's only one more sort of close gap out there. That's Garlad. And we shall see how close that one gets. But, 3-1-30R. The times are staying rather consistent, as you can see. Khalifa only 3/10 off his best there. That's what happens on this track. You never really see huge loss of grip, even if there is tire drop off. But, through the last corner once again. Will Mouchelot go for it on his teammate or not? I probably think not. And yeah. I wonder if not Fernando's going to get involved with this. That's a pretty quick answer to that one. It just goes straight off the track. Says, nah, not happening. Not today, my dudes. Not today. I shall let them go well clear. But yeah, Khalifa. I honestly think when these two rebels get into clean air, they'll be much quicker. I mean, surprisingly, they're still pulling away by a second a lap to Wiesma. Wiesma looks like he's struggling a bit. And yeah, well, Risky Race was saying the incident wasn't his fault, and yeah, it wasn't. I'm surprised there's no safety car for it. I mean, there's a car parked in the middle of the track. I mean, Not much you can do there. He was also explaining his line a bit in there, saying that he was like braking himself and then the overspeed caught him out, which is why I decided to cut by that much, I guess. But well, on the past. Poor race, but he'll come back. Hopefully, you can see him back. 2 more races to go, USA and Brazil. So plenty of time to redeem yourself, I guess, and get a win or something. I don't know. But yeah, do feel free to share the link, by the way, if you're still here, because if for some reason we have 2 viewers. Like I said, there must be a something going on in ILR 6. Cause I'll be honest, I'm dumbfounded. I'm not normally surprised. Yeah, I'm not really disappointed by views, but I mean, I'm a little bit. Yeah. Ah well, no point complaining. No point complaining. What will be, will be. Just gonna take a peek at the ILR6 down this because there must be something going on there. Anyway. Oh, look at that. We shot nearly a Narnia there. Not the great line through there. And that's Crazy Fan Rob in the wall. So this time he's went off and actually found a wall this time. Which is fair enough. Yeah. He's struggling a lot now. That's a pit. And that's on mediums as well. Does he have another set? You could theoretically take softs, I guess, to the end from there. We'll wait and see what he does, though. But for now, not last. Not Fernando's last. So I guess he can take that in his stride. And, yeah. ILR6 is pretty close, to be fair. Oh well. Ah well. Oh well. 5 years, we're getting some back now. Hello, welcome, please stay, please stay. I was only joking about the mid-rolls earlier, honestly, I do care. Anyway, Chris Van Rock getting out of the way there. And it's pit stop time, I wonder. Let's see, will Khalifa peel into the pits? No. Kyle? No. Mushot? No. No one thinks about an undercut. Interesting. But, yeah, towards turn 1, Kyle gets close, but once again, it's just not close enough. I think it's going to be pit stops were a mistake, honestly. Goody in the chat. Nah, we just hate me. I mean, fair enough. I'm allowed to be hated. I'll take that in my stride. But not really. Anyway, yeah, I think it will be a mistake or a pit stop. I can't see Kyle getting past on track. But, yeah, wow, Khalifa, I could say honestly, if Khalifa wasn't there, I would have thought these 2 rebels would be even further ahead. I mean, they're 12 seconds now clear of Beesma. But, yeah, we'll see what happens. Yellow flags, what's happened? Nothing. Literally nothing, game, come on. But, yeah, lap 12 now, nearing the halfway stage, and it is really sort of pit stop time. I think all of the guys are now going to have on their wheels pit stops, apart from Mouchelot. Maybe he'll try the overcuts. He certainly looks like he's been saving for something, but, yeah, let's see. Up the hill once again. No DRS. I think they could probably have DRS up there, but they decided not to, I guess, on the grounds of safety. Which is great and all, but, yeah, not really ideal. But, yeah, Kyle's got that completely wrong up the hill, and Mouchelot is going for the undercut, so, yeah. Or, sorry, not up the hill, into the braking zone. Not Fernando. I've noticed that, this track has really bad, sort of, what do you call it? Penalties, yeah. They're bad penalties for exceeding track limits. Or even like a tiny corner cut could be a 5-second stop go here. It's really odd. It's a strange one. So look out for that. That's why not Fernando might be getting loads of big penalties. But anyway, let's see. Mouchelot, is he in any real traffic? No, he's not. Oh boy. Do you know what? Let's just ride on board. I want to just ride on board with Mouchelot. Watch him on this outlap. It's a yellow tyre on his car there, but it is the mediums, I promise you. Maybe it's a 2019 mediums. What the hell's a milliams? So maybe it's a 2019 mediums that he's got on his car. Vision of the future. But yeah, like I say, riding on board with him. Let's see. We'll see from his point of view where he ends up coming out. And I don't really know why we're getting so many yellow flags. What's happening? What is not Fernando doing? He's got lost again, I think. This is a 2 minute 22. Don't quite know how his mind's that, but slowest lap of all time, possibly running this track, unless you're trying to reverse. You could probably reverse from that quicker, though, quite frankly. He must have had a difficult lap or something. I don't know what's happened to him. But yeah. You can see Mouchelot then still saving, of course. It's not Fernando retires from the race. And the top two pits. So we will now watch from Mouchelot's point of view. And yeah, mediums for the top two. Philip will probably pit as well. And let's just wait and see what happens. Yellow flags up ahead. Probably for not Fernando. And look out now for a Red Bull and a Mercedes. Mouchelot starts lap 14, but where will he be? It's P2. Khalifa's had a great pit stop. Kyle has struggled. I wonder if he's hit the back of him or something. Maybe he had to change his front wing. But Mouchelot now in second place. And now, let's see what his grip is like. He's going to have a lot more in the early stages of this stint. As you can see, Khalifa is driving a boat in front of him there. And Kyle is falling right way off as well, but no! Mouchelot into the wall, he pushed too hard. And it's all gone wrong there. Mouchelot was having a great run. And he's going to seriously regret this one, I think. This could cost him the championship. Any chances he had left of it may well have just vanished in that one incident. And, well, he's struggling now. He's into the gravel. He's putting the yellow flags out. And are we seeing one of the championship contenders drop out as we see Chris Van Rob in the gravel trap? Oh, what a shame. Khalifa will be looking behind him and he will be celebrating. He'll be doing maybe a fist pump in the car. But, well, for Red Bull and the constructors as well, that could be curtains. This could well have went and given it to Mercedes. Could this be the day where Mercedes, as good as, win both championships? It must be said, it's looking pretty likely now. Mouchelot falls down into P4. And will he pit? Is it worth still going with a broken front wing? Does he rather want to pit and put on a new set of tyres? He's still in the top 10 obviously, so he will still score points even if he does pit. I think he's got the gaps to be 10th at least. But let's see what happens. Into the pits. And let me just update you on the championship standings. We don't have Pete or Bill here today, so they're not going to score any points. At the moment, it is going to be Khalifa taking the lead in the championship to 41 points, which would mean he'd only have to score, you know, a 5th place in the US of A. It's honestly looking like a surefire thing now that Khalifa's going to take this championship, but we have to wait and see. You just never know. Anyway, looks like Mouchelot is going to be P10 as Jacko flies past him any moment now. There he goes. But yeah, he'll gain that 1 point and he'll go level with Bill, but will lose out, I think, possibly. I may actually get it on podiums, I'm not sure. But either way, he's not going to be taking 2nd place today at the moment. He needed a good race. I mean, it's effectively as if Khalifa's 3 guys behind him, they might as well not have finished. 2 of them didn't even turn up. And yeah, it's going pretty much perfectly according to plan. Beesma is going to take a bit of an advantage here, catch up a little bit. Could he challenge for even 2nd in the championship by the end? I don't see him taking the championship. I don't think it's even possible, actually. Potentially. But, yeah. It's 16 points at the moment, but it will go to 41. So, Mercedes may be getting their championship winners' trophies and or shirts ready, I should say. Should be getting them all ready now. It's almost time to celebrate. But first, Khalifa has to get to the end of this race. If he doesn't, it opens right up again. So just never count on it just yet. And we've got a pretty nice battle for 4th, by the way. While Baza limps on with these older tyres. Whiteout gets ahead. Philip now looking to try and do the same. And on the grass, actually, starting to struggle a little bit, I think, on those worn tyres. 15 laps is sort of when they start to go, and I wonder if he'll decide to pit this out. I wonder if he's trying to go on long enough to put on the supers. We'll have to wait and see, but will Philip find a way on the inside and Zegna 1? That'd be a bit of a risky move, but he decides to try it, maybe. Has to back off in the end, but yeah. Baz will probably end up behind Mouchelot. So that'll be good for him. Because Mouchelot will obviously want to gain every point he possibly can. That will get him up to third in the championship. We've got yellows, that is for Shabs in the wall, and look out for Jacko and Mouchelot. That'll be P9 now for the Red Bull, but he's in the gravel trap as well as Shabs. Yeah, it's not been the best race for these guys, has it? I mean, they've been really a little bit shaky today. Some rather big gaps as well. I will try and keep it entertaining, but I can understand why you may not be fully entertained as will Baza come back? He tried to go for the inside there, but Philip had that covered. He knew exactly what Baza was doing, and into the pits comes the Renault. Mouchelot now trying to get by Jacko. Will it be two Renaults in as many sort of corners pretty much as Jacko does let Mouchelot through? There's no point fighting. It's a much better tyre versus a much worse tyre. And it could actually be a pretty fun battle between the two Renaults. We'll wait and see. Although Baza actually looks like he's had a pretty good time in the pit stops. It's actually going to come out in P7. It's gone much better than I expected it to go. So actually fair enough there. Baza out of the pits, 7th place. And, well, we know Jacko's not going to fight. Ooh, that creates a problem, doesn't it? It creates a small problem of, well, now what? Is Probe still here? He is still here. So is Crazy Fan Rob. So Shallows might come out close, but I don't see it happening. Mouchelot, the better tyres at the moment, will have some grip over Baza, but eventually that'll come back to the Renault driver. So we'll wait and see if Mouchelot can get to P7. That would pretty much confirm he's going to go third today, I think. I don't know if he can go second. I'll have a little look actually now there just to see. I sort of discounted it, and yeah, not going to happen. He's only going to gain at the moment if he gets past Baza 6 points, and he needs to gain 13 points, so you need to finish really on the podium to go second. Not going to happen, but he could still go P7 here, and that would put him into P3 in the championship by a couple of points, and there he goes. And Baza, well, he sort of left Baza nearly no room there and then slows down. And Mouchelot, well, that's a bit naughty. That's incredibly naughty, actually. I wonder if he'll get in some trouble with that with the stewards, because that was a bit of a clumsy move. But Baza will still come back anyway. Wounded and being let through, but I wonder if it's put Jacko into it now as well. On the inside of the Red Bull driver. And it's all going wrong even more now for Mouchelot. He's just damaged Baza, had to let him through, and now got overtaken by Jacko for good measure. Disaster class, if it ever had needed a definition. And now look at this, Baza really holding his teammate up now as well. And just a calamitous few corners for these two guys. And Jacko, unfortunately, the guy just caught in the middle. Oh, but he gets ahead though, I'm sure he'll be happy. But there's, yeah, Baza off in Narnia. I mean, what can you really say about that? Unfortunately, Mouchelot just sort of left him no room. I guess he expected Baza just to pull away, and then Jacko now in the gravel, and there he falls down 2 places. So, well, it's a rather long-winded way of passing, and now Baza's crashed into the back of Mouchelot for maybe a bit of revenge. Maybe not, I don't know. Maybe he just broke late because of the damage, but he's lost even more of that front wing now. And heads are starting to go in that little group. But yeah, Mouchelot might find himself in a little bit of hot water there. As Jacko repasses his teammate once again, and I wonder if this will be into the pits now for the Renault of Baza. And it's only after 2 laps, unfortunately. He'd done all the job he had to. He got out ahead of Mouchelot. Mouchelot maybe left a bit more space through here, none of that would have happened. But no, it just didn't happen. And then Mouchelot tried to let him through and just brake checked him instead. I'm sure none of it was intentional, but it wasn't the best driving in the world. And unfortunately, as you can see, the gaps are getting rather large now. So, insult to injury, there's a 5-second stock go penalty off the mediums. And so he has to just has to do that first, and then finally change his front wing. So he was in there for a good 20 seconds, but he comes back out again. Where's Shabs? It's going to be ahead of Shabs, isn't it? No real contest there. As Khalifa stretches his legs a little bit, sets another fastest lap at 1:31.2. And yeah, Baz is about 7 seconds clear off Shabs. More like 5.5 actually. Oh, maybe not. I don't really know what Bowser's doing now, but Charles will pass him. There he goes. And Bowser's head, I think, is a little bit gone now. And he goes off at the S section. Now, into the Dunlop. What's he going to do this time? I don't want to make it sound like that, but you should have expected it to be spearing off into the wall at any moment now, aren't you, really? It's taking a 1 minute 13 to get through the first sector. Maybe even slower than North Fernando's slowest. When he did a 2:22. This could beat it if he's not careful. Bowser. That's just if he gets to the end of the lap first. But yeah, unfortunate there, because he made a good strategy work, but yeah, it just hasn't quite worked out for him. Now, Philip is starting to close up on Whiteout once more. Will he get past this time? DRS, obviously on the main straight only, but a great opportunity to pass really throughout the second and third sector. If you can get close enough, there's always a good corner for you to slam up the inside of. So we'll wait and see what happens there. But Whiteout looking a little bit wider line. He may be struggling a tad, and he is starting to lose some time. So look out for Philip on the attack. There's less ERS for Whiteout as well, so there's a good opportunity here for Philip just to sneak up the inside in a corner. But let me look at the closing speed. He may well get by on the main straight with DRS if he can just set it up perfectly. Sensibly, doesn't go for the movement of the chicane, waits it out, and isn't close enough by the last corner. You can see that already. And so there's no move happening there, but he's certainly looking faster of the two. And into turn 1, I've got 7 laps to sort all that out. So hopefully we get a resolution soon. Garlad, he's up into P10 on, I believe, his first ever ILR race. So at the moment, anyway, congratulations. Hopefully it doesn't go wrong now, thanks to me saying that. But yeah, looking like a strong race so far for him. And we just watch now as Philip gets closer to sort of plan a move. Now, at this sort of point in the stint, I noticed earlier that the tyres actually got better again, and they never really dropped off after that. They had a small drop-off period where you lost about 6 or 7 tenths on your best lap, but then you started actually going faster still. I imagine we're going to see the fastest lap of this race in the closing laps. It's not going to be at the start of a stint as we usually are used to seeing. And it looks like Mouchelot's had yet another incident. He's into the gravel trap, and there goes Jacko past him for the 16th time in a row. These two swap places, and that's at the Dunlop this time that Mouchelot's went off. He's down to P8 again. And Murdoch's trying to take the same sort of lines there. They're all up a little gravel trap or two today. But yeah, like I say, my point before is that you're probably going to see the first laps of this race at the end. Because, let's say, the tyres do recover and eventually you will start setting faster laps. As you can see, these guys are still being rather consistent. You're not massively losing time. You only have 1 or 2 laps where you're maybe a second off your best and then you'll be back to normal. And then eventually, it's weird. The grip just comes back. And from my experience anyway, I just was able to hook up the S's beautifully every lap. And it just worked out really well. It was interesting to see how the tyres worked around this track. But honestly, they do work out quite well. And these guys are both on the same age of tyres, so we'll get a good indication to how well these guys can, well, work with the tyres. But, yeah, expect a battle hopefully soon, and Mouchelot looks like he's planning on getting back past Jacko again. Will he get by and stay ahead this time? We'll wait and see. But, yeah, like I say, a real lesson in how to be a good driver there from Khalifa and Kyle. 22 seconds really clear. Kyle is a beastman, and then 25 for Khalifa to beastman. I mean, it's just extraordinary how big the difference is, and yeah, it just shows how hooked up Khalifa is. It certainly shows he's ready for a promotion anyway. Whether it'll be as a champion or not, he's like I say, going to go into the next race needing 10 points to win the championship, which is 5th place. And yeah, you'd imagine he'll do that. It all says like this anyway. So yeah. That's just not the right line there, is it? Actually, no, hold on. Sorry, no, hold on a minute. I may be wrong there, actually. Sorry, he needs to outscore. Sorry, I'm wrong there. Sorry, Moose tries to get past Jacko and crashes into him. Sorry, I got that wrong. That's my bad. He needs to... Well, he needs to beat Pete by 10 points. Which means he needs to win, say, and then Pete would be third. Sorry, I got that mixed up there. I'm sure I'll go over it next week anyway, but I may have assumed that he was... I was saying that as if it was 65 points clear. But, yeah. No, I know he does need 10. What am I on about? No, he does need 10 points. I'm thinking there's 3 races left after USA, but no. Try it. We'll try it again. The gap's going to be 41 points. There's 2 races to go after this one. If he scores 10 points in that next race, that will mean he wins the championship because the gap wouldn't be able to go under 26 points. There you go. Got there in the end. Sorry, I had a mind blank there for a second. This yellow flag, sector 1, once again, I don't really know what they're for. I mean, they keep making up loads of yellow flags. But, yeah, nothing's happening there. I promise. But, yeah, we've only got 4 laps to go then in this race. It's flew by, this one. And, it's been dominated, really, by Khalifa. We had issues earlier on. We had a bit of a disaster, actually, quite frankly, when, there's a formation lap and then no start. Jacko had some issues. Luckily we got it all fixed out. And then it was time for us to see an actual race. And it's, well, ever since light sight it's been just pure domination by this guy. And he's really shown us why he's ready to move up a tier. I can't wait to see him in a higher tier, whether it be ILR5 or ILR6 or hell, we've seen huge jumps in tiers before. I mean, you could even end up ILR4. I mean, he's pretty much on my pace. He's on my pace from my practice session earlier at the moment. So, don't know what sort of indication that gives you, but he's certainly, you know, I'm an ILR5. I'm sort of, I wouldn't say I'm the slowest in ILR5. I mean, I've won a race now this season. He's certainly on pace with me anyway, so I know that for sure. So I certainly would say, as I say, fast out toward the end of the race. That's how these tires work. But I'd certainly say he's ready for ILR5. You could put him in the ILR5 race and he'd do rather well, I'd say. So either ILR5 or ILR4 for him next season. I'm looking forward to seeing him when he gets there. Who will join him though? I imagine Pete, if he can get his consistency down, he would have had this championship probably won by now. But yeah, he hasn't. That might keep him from going up a tier. We'll have to wait and see there. But he certainly has the pace for it. Whether he has the skill and consistency for it, we'll have to wait and see in the future. But only 3 laps to go, and Khalifa, as I said, fastest lap. Will we see another one? You never know. With the way these tires work, wouldn't be surprised. Mouchelot isn't really making any moves now on Jacko. Jacko should keep that P7, but Baza now looking at trying to get Shabs. He fell behind Shabs when he went into the gravel, remember? When he came out of the pits for the second time after his incident with Mouchelot. But now he's looking to get past again for P11. Not really for points or anything like that, but for pride more than anything else. And we'll see if he can get past. But, yeah. It's, okay, I'll be honest with you, it's been a bit of a procession, unfortunately, this one. You always sort of get the odd procession in a season. And, yeah. You know what? I hope I've made it interesting. I'm sorry if it isn't the race you're all hoping for today. But, listen, I've tried my best. These guys have given it their all, I promise you. But, yeah. 2 laps away from the end now, and I just hope I've kept this entertaining for you. Maybe I'm saying it wrong way, I don't know, but I just personally think after the first half, unfortunately we just haven't had the fights. I think there's been too many incidents that have happened in the early stages, which has separated the field too much. I promise you, this isn't what ILR7 is normally like. ILR7 is normally, you know, mental till the end of the race, but hopefully ILR5 isn't like this. That's all I'm going to say. And Baza, well, that's an interesting attempt at the move for the S's. He nearly completed it as well, and is really looking on the inside there, Shabs. And now we're getting that ILR7 action I've been missing. We got it all on Tuesday, see, that's where it all went. I figured it out now. But, yeah. He lost a second there trying to go for that. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. Will he get by? We got Leon here, we got Jess here by the way as well. I may not have said hi to Jess. Jess isn't here, if you could tell, as in not racing, but she's in the chat supporting Khalifa. And as I say, Khalifa wins this race. He'll only need 10 points. A 5th place only, at the bare minimum. Or sorry, at the best, really. Best case scenario for him, I guess, would be just to score nothing and still win it. He could probably turn up for the next few races and win it, but if he gets 10 points next week, he's won it guaranteed, and we'll just wait and see what happens. But final lap for him now, and that'll mean final lap for these two as well. Let's see if we see a move from Baza. Not at the moment. They'll be going on to lap 26, I believe. I think they're a lap down, so they get to do one less lap of this. Knock it out with tyre wear, maybe a little bit, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, Khalifa will be 41 points clear at the end of this one. He'll only need 9 points, which isn't possible. So it'll be 10 in the USA. If he finished 5th or better, he wins the championship guaranteed. And that's even with Pete winning the race. I mean, if Pete finishes 2nd, then what's he going to need then? Time to get my quick maths out. What would he need? I can't maths. You'll need 8th. You need 8th if Pete finishes 2nd. You need 8th. Point is, it's pretty much in the bag now for Khalifa. And the Mercedes Championship as well is pretty darn close to being sealed as well. That will most likely be done next week as well. So USA, like I said in the real F1 once, will be where Mercedes wrap it all up. Well, actually, once each, I think. I think we've seen one constructors one there, and we've seen one drivers one there. And Mercedes are going to go and do both next week, potentially. As Khalifa comes through 130R, he can almost see the championship trophy being prepared for him. His name can pretty much be engraved onto it. Khalifa today has done all he needed to do, and with all his rivals ever not been here and making mistakes, Khalifa goes into the next race with match point. He wins the Japanese Grand Prix. He sets the fastest lap of 130.8 while he's doing it. Kyle finishes 2nd place, and we'll be here a while before we wait and see another car finish the race. Those two have been superb today so far. As you can see, Baza and Shabs, they both passed Garland, but unfortunately Baza didn't quite get in the points, so his bad day. He was unfortunate, but sadly didn't get a point out of it in the end. Shabs got that last point. Beesman's 3rd. Philip is going to be 4th at the moment. I don't know about penalties. Here comes Whiteout. Stays 5th then. Callum 6th at the moment. He will come around the final corner. And then he will finish the race. Eventually. P6. And Jacko now we have to wait to see if it's going to be Jacko or Mouchelot. Mouchelot missed a big opportunity today. Wasted it massively. And he's done exactly to Jacko what he did to Barca. And I mean, you could say that's almost justice for what happened. That's twice he's tried to push a Renault out wide at 130R, and both times it's gone horribly wrong, and this time it crashes him out. That's brilliant. That gives Murdoch P8. That's brilliant. Oh dear. That sums up his race then, not really. But there's Khalifa. Only one more race now, and he should now become the ILR7 champion. The first ever ILR7 champion in waiting. And it's Kyle in 2nd, Beesman 3rd. There is your podium. And we've got 10 minutes now until the next 2 races, ILR4 and ILR5. I don't know if we have a commentary yet for ILR4. Guess I'll find out. But, yeah. Let's quickly go for the order one more time. Khalifa from Kyle, Beesman Philip, Whiteout Callum, Jacko Murdoch, Mouchelot, Shabs, Baza, Lad 90. Proper, Please from Rob, not Fernando, OKK and Risky Racer. Thank you for watching. We didn't have great views in the middle, but I'm seeing we've been able to get some in the end. And unfortunately, after our first sort of tour race of the ILR7 season, which is quite a lot actually, to be fair, we had 8 fantastic races. There's always got to be one little jump in the middle of it where we have a bit of a dull race. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed it anyway. If you heard a buzz there, that's the ILR5. What's going on? So I better hurry and get in that lobby. But thanks for watching. See you soon, and safe travels.